My name's Ray Quarry and I'm the Training Director of FPOSi Associates Limited. So the next scenario is, as you can see here, we've got our Daniel Craig lookalike. The scenario would be that Daniel Craig is visiting somewhere like Afghanistan or any hostile environment area. In a hostile environment, if you get a situation where an explosion happens or rounds start going down, the first thing that a close protection officer has to do is to keep calm, and then he has to keep his VIP calm and everybody else. You have to remember, the close protection officer in a hostile environment is more than likely to be former military. He's used to these kind of hostile situations, whereas the civilians are not. So by keeping your VIP calm and taking charge is the most important thing.
My neck!
Putting these tracks in. Hello, you say you were coming in?
There's an explosion.
Yeah, so we know we're in a dangerous area. We're going to have a quick check and then we're going to get them out. We're just going to move you now, yeah?
Okay.
You ready?
My stomach. Yeah.
It's okay, I'm going to move you out now.
My name's Morris and I'm the Chief Medical Trainer and Advisor for 3RG.
We've got response, we've still got a response, he's still talking. He's airway.
I do any research regarding courses, design courses. Regarding the operational side, I also act as an operational paramedic for 3RG as well.
Got my thumb below it. I'm going to lift the top edge and pull it up. Now that's in place, I'm going to line it up. I'm going to make sure it's running in line with the chest, not flat.
Good.
I'm going to firmly push it until I hear a click, like so, and just remove it. That's that in place. Now we need to connect the two together. Just need to get the IV set up on it.
Good.
Yeah. Get this down ready. Just going to get the niceties out the way. We've got the IV, we're just going to pull any crap out of the way first. It's a line on.
So what we would now do is we would get somebody or me holding on to the casualty's radial pulse. And at the moment, if there's no radio pulse, I'm going to squeeze through about 200 mils of the fluid, and then I'm going to check the pulse again. Each time I squeeze it through, obviously I'm going to turn it on and shut it off again. Feel for the pulse. If there's still no pulse, I'm going to open it up and squeeze another 200 mils through. Then I'm going to shut it off and I'm going to feel the pulse. As soon as I can feel a radial pulse, that's all the fluid that this casualty needs.
Contact front! Ah! PPO's down, vehicles US, move in.
The only way to really get your head round someone that's seriously ill is to sort of think about, well, I can't save everyone, I can only do the best with the equipment that I have, and they're the one that's in trouble. I'm just trying to help and just try and distance yourself.
You know that,
it's the same with people that are screaming in pain. You just switch off to the noise. You just completely blank the screaming out, and then you can work effectively.
Ah! Get VIP, get VIP!
If you do get an injury, whether it's to one of the close protection operators or the VIP in a hostile environment area, your first priority really needs to be evacuation. You need to get the persons out of there. Yes, you can be doing first aid as you go along, but it's all about getting out of the danger. That is your priority. Once you're out of the danger, that's when you can attend to the first aid side of things.
How you doing, mate? You alright? Right, you can just get 2 tourniquets in, yeah? What I want you to do is apply direct pressure.
You don't feel it initially, the bullet. You feel impact. In fact, you feel like you've been punched or knocked over, pushed over. Yeah, the impact depends on the velocity. So if it's a high velocity bullet, it will knock you for 6, and you just feel like you've been hit by something really, really heavy and hard. And then a few minutes later, then the pain starts to come in, and it's a horrible, burning, deep, burning pain that just gets worse and worse. So trying to get injured people back to a hospital, I think that's probably the worst experiences, because you know that you've done all you can, and now the problem is the transport and getting them back. And sometimes that transport just takes too long to get to you, and you know that the casualty probably isn't going to survive, or may be worse because of that.
I've been in a situation, there's all kinds of emotions. You just take charge of them. It's that authoritative voice. You know, in 99% of the situations, the VIP sort of is in charge. You're doing what they say, but once it turns hostile, you're not even listening to them anymore. You are evacuating them out of that area. You take charge of them. Sometimes they don't even know what's happening, i.e. an incident happens, you've seen it, they haven't. Next thing you're grabbing them and running, and they're like, what's going on? Sometimes you can evacuate them out of the danger and they didn't even realise the danger existed. One of the scenarios that we've actually gone through is a real life situation where myself and another member of the 3RJ team was involved in. We were in Haiti in 2004 during the Troubles, where the rebels took over the government. We had a meeting with Aristide, who was the minister at the time, and we arrived at his palace and all hell broke loose. Basically, he had fled the country, the city was in turmoil, and we got guns pointed at us. We had to take charge of the situation, which meant being calm. We had to reverse our vehicles slowly out of there, showing that we weren't a threat to this guard, and then we had to evacuate the VIP away from that area.
This one, yeah. Was dead.
Yeah. See a ghost.
Someone should be indirect pressure on his thigh, so someone will be leaning into his thigh to instantly to reduce the blood flow. At the same time, shouting for a tourniquet, so a tourniquet can then go on by somebody or the person who's, you know, whichever. So tourniquet on. Once a tourniquet is on and it's stopped bleeding, you don't need to put a dressing on for ages. Okay. So the main thing is indirect pressure. Get that indirect pressure in there so you do it properly.
Can you read that, please? You got my nut.
Another one of the scenarios that would teach is when you're walking with a VIP and you come across a disturbance. Once again, this is something that I've come across myself. I was in the south of France with a VIP, walking down the street, and all of a sudden a disturbance broke out, which involved the police as well. Tear gas was thrown. The people that part of the disturbance, they were throwing rocks back at the police, and quite clearly this was to the delight of the VIP just to stand and watch. But however, as a close protection operator, you have to get that VIP away because you don't know how quick or how far that's going to spread. So once again, it's evacuating the VIP away from the area.